on my end. Testing, testing. Can you hear me? You're in the show. Welcome, welcome. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Hey, 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 hey. Good evening. The music you hear in the background, I do not own the rights to that music. Just need a little pumping up while we're about to start. Welcome to 8 Steps to Wellness, Dare to Dream online course. I am your host and faith motivator, Gladys Peaches Kenney, Gladys Peaches Kenney, and I am excited about tonight's class. This is almost the final class for this first cycle. So meanwhile, we have a few more minutes, just a couple of minutes before the class starts at 8 o'clock. But meanwhile, roll call, check in where you chiming in from. Let me know city and state. Again, these last several weeks now, 6 weeks, we have been talking about procrastination, owning your success, shifting your mindset, knowing how to speak and declare life over your situation and your finances and your business and your relationships, in your health. We've talked about the importance of not settling, not compromising. We've talked about a lot, but definitely it's been awesome and amazing. I definitely want to thank every guest that has taken time out of their schedule to definitely tune in to the different classes. I'm excited. Again, roll call, city and state where you're coming from. This is Gladys Peaches Kenney, your faith motivator, author, speaker, cancer survivor. Listen, this week is where we're talking about you are equipped. Do you know that you've been equipped? Do you know that God has already qualified you with what you need to do? That thing He's impressing on your heart, listen, He's already equipped you. You're already equipped. So make sure you do it. Make sure you do what He's called you to do. It is now 8 o'clock, and I only hopped on for a short moment, but hi, Nia from Baltimore. Hi, that's my faithful member client. She's faithful, faithful, faithful. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. We are about to sign off, but listen, next week is the final class for this first cycle. It's not too late to register. Take advantage of the holiday special. Take advantage of this entry level price of $39.99 for one single class. The last final class will be Stepping Out and Move. You don't want to miss it. This year is about to end. It's time for you to prepare to step into 2022 strong and with a clear mindset. Okay. And definitely tonight's class is you are equipped, and I'll be talking and reminding you that you are already qualified. So meanwhile, I am Gladys Peaches Kenney, your faith motivator, author, speaker, cancer survivor. Continue to follow me at Stepping Out on Faith, Dare to Dream book, Dare to Dream Facebook page, as well as if you're interested in the class, visit faithsteps8.com, faithsteps8.com. Visit there. You can register for the class. It's only $39.99. That is a special price promotion that I have going on right now. You don't want to miss it. I have a lot of gems and jewels that I be and faith nuggets that I be dropping. And so, but anyway, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to sign off. For those who are registered, we're going to go on and get started. Bye-bye. Facebook, thank you, thank you, thank you. Share this video. Listen, if you're watching the replay, the classes will be available on replay if you want to purchase a whole package deal, or if you just are interested in one individual class, it will be available. So again, thank you. This is Gladys Kenney, Faith Motivator, signing off. And time to start class. Thank you, Facebook. See you. God bless. Oh, oh, okay. Hey, class. Thank you. I definitely need you to thank you. Thank you. Hey, class, welcome tonight. Welcome tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you can hear me, put a 3 in the chat. If you can hear me, if you can hear me clearly, let me know that you are with me tonight. Let me know. Let me know you can hear me. Hello, hello. Wow. I am excited that, excuse me. All right. Hey, I'm excited that I can't believe this is week number 7. Week number 7. We have been going strong, and shout out to Miss Nia. She has been going strong, has not missed a class, and that is so awesome. We have gone over procrastination, only a success, and shifting your mindset. And remember, like 80% of the time, people tend to think negatively. Isn't that crazy? The world tends to think negatively versus positively. Knowing not to settle and declaring affirmations, speaking life over yourself. And basically, last week we talked about it's not over. Yes, I'm glad you can hear me. It's not over. We talked about it is not over. Is really just the beginning. The challenges that you've had, there are commas, not periods, and you can move on. But what is over are excuses, negativity, self-doubt. Those are the things that are over, but your life, your new beginning is not over. It's just the beginning. So, but tonight, we are going to be talking about you are equipped. You are equipped. You are equipped. In case you are signing on late to this class, again, I am Gladys Kenney, Faith Motivator. Thank you. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome for tuning in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. So tonight, you're equipped. You're ready. You're equipped. You're equipped. Next slide, please. Put my glasses on. Well, you are equipped to do what you have been assigned to do. But before I go, we're going to talk about thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I like to start out with different quotes. And one by Les Brown. How many of y'all know Les Brown? Put a 2 in the chat if you are familiar with the world-renowned author, speaker, just amazing man, Mr. Les Brown. Okay. Mr. Les Brown. So his quote is, too many of us are not living our dream because we're too busy living our fears. Woo! That's a tight one. That's a tight one right there. And honestly, at some points in my life, guess what? I can wholeheartedly relate to what he said. My focus used to be a kind of more fear oriented than faith oriented, or just believing in myself, or in a sense. Then another quote is, I keep it in here each week because it's just amazing. Walt Disney, if you can dream it, then you can do it. Say it. If you can dream it, then you can do it. So if you can dream it, you can do it. Are you imagining? What are you really thinking about? This year is about to close and we're about to embark upon a brand new year. What are you dreaming about? Then you have one of my favorite scriptures. You can do all things, or I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's Philippians 4 and 13. You could do, yes, 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 yes. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Yes. And, excuse me, if God before you, who can be against you? So definitely when you are stepping out on faith, when you are deciding to dare to dream and you are taking these different steps towards your greatness, there is a process. And sometimes there are obstacles along the way, which throughout these last 7 weeks, we talked about challenges, obstacles within and obstacles without. But either way, if God is with you, who can be against you? And then my famous quote is, faith is trusting God in the dark. Your dark may be different from my dark, but truly, having faith is trusting even in the dark when things don't even look like it's going to line up and appear as though you want it to appear. Yes, yes. If you could dream it, you could do it. Yes. I love your participation, Nia. Nia, let me give a shout out to Nia. Nia gets the most consistent award, the most she shows up award. She receives that award. I don't know if anybody else is going to be able to compete. Not, it's really not compete. I'm just saying healthy competition. But right now, she is the number one Uno, and she's rocking and rolling, and she's showing up because she is going after her 8 steps to wellness and improving who she is. So listen, follow suit, y'all. Follow suit. She shows up early and beyond on time. She shows up early, and so y'all take notes. Miss Nia is rocking and rolling, and so again, tonight's class we're talking about being equipped, and so we're gonna talk about the agenda. Okay, you are equipped. You are equipped. You are equipped. I love this picture. When you are equipped, that's is a demonstration that, like I just did, I just gave Miss Nia a shout out for her progress. I gave her a shout out and a sense of recognition of what she has been doing. That is an indication when you are equipped, which of course I don't want to go too fast and I don't want to get too far into my message. But definitely tonight's class is going to be about instilling into you, reminding you, affirming you, confirming you that you are already equipped with what you need to do. You have already, it's already within you. It's already there. Been on your mind. It's been in your thoughts. You have what it takes. And that's what we're going to really emphasize on tonight. Because some of this information is not even necessarily new. It's not even necessarily new, but sometimes when you're in that right space and you're ready to receive, even though it's not new, it will be, yes, got to show up. Yes, blow up. That's right. I love it. Even though the information is not new, when you are ready to receive, it becomes like a whole fresh revelation. It becomes like food to the soul when you show up and when you actually are ready and that information drops. It's like a whole new revelation. So again, this tonight's class and this 8 steps to wellness, a lot of this is definitely about reminding you who you are. And again, you are equipped. Next slide. What we're gonna do tonight? What we're gonna do tonight? Agenda. What we're gonna do tonight? What we're gonna do tonight? Agenda. Listen, laughter is good medicine. My clients tell me, Miss Kenney, you have a way of, even when your clients are feeling at their lowest low, their lowest point, you have a way of making them laugh. Why? Because laughter is good medicine. Laughter is free, it doesn't cost anything. And I know the importance of having your spirit lifted up. And so just go with me. I'm if it's all right, if it's all right with me, have a little fun singing and just operating in some little joy, some jolly during this time. If you're okay with it, put a 2 in the chat if you're okay with me just being me, because for real, that's what it's about. As you are stepping out on faith, as you're walking and going towards your 8 steps of wellness, is truly about also being you, for you to show up and be present, for you to show up and be who you authentically have been designed to be, who you are. And so tonight's agenda is one, we're going to be talking about the definition. Of course, we're going to announce the definition and talk about the definition of what it means to be equipped and the meaning of this. What's the meaning? Yes, yes. What's the meaning of this? Triple A. What's the meaning of that triple A? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the things that are stopping you, and you probably already know what they are. Listen, I only mentioned 4. You might be able to mention a little bit more, but nevertheless, we're going to just mention a few things that have been holding you, that has been or could be holding you back from you operating in the fact that you've already been equipped. Okay. And then, of course, we're going to show and demonstrate and talking about 5 ways in which you can be equipped, or demonstrating that you are equipped. And listen, since we done did the affirmation class a couple weeks ago, I have added it in here, and I've added a new extra lines in here because it's important for you to know and to speak life over yourself, and speak life over the goals and dreams and things that you want. So those faith affirmations, faith declarations, they're in there. And last but not least, we will end with the live Q&A. Also, during that time, I'll make any announcements as well as takeaways. So suppose you don't necessarily have a question, but you may have a comment, or you may have you may have a comment, or definitely I'm going to channel it in a sense of what is your takeaway. So definitely while you're listening, tune into what is your takeaway. What are you expecting when you arrive, you sign up for the course? What are you expecting? And did you get what you need? And what is your takeaway for tonight? So, all right, here we go. Next slide. What does it mean to be equipped? What does it mean to be equipped? What it means to be equipped, it means that a person is a prepared, you prepare a person mentally, they are prepared mentally for a particular situation or a task. That person is prepared for a particular situation or task. They're prepared in their mind, and they're prepared also. Like, for instance, I'll give a quick example. For this class, I had to prepare my lesson for this class. I had to type it up. Actually, I typed it, but I hadn't corresponded with the slides. And then I had to send it off to my amazing, thank you, behind the scenes engineer, so he can make everything look all cute and glamorous and everything. But you have to prepare. So when you are equipped, that means you are prepared. That person is prepared to do a particular task or handle a situation. Also, it means having sufficient equipment, supplies, and abilities. Equipment that includes the different tools. If you are a doctor may have oh my goodness, what I can't even, oh my gosh, I can't even verbalize it. But he may have the certain knives. How about that? A surgeon, he might have certain knives. So if he's going into surgery, he may have on, even using his robe, his actual netting. You will have, he has certain tools that he needs even including the bed, that's a needed material or item that's needed in order for him to do his job. And abilities. If a person is, for instance, is a speaker, that person may need to take different training courses as far on speaking, or listen to other speakers practicing speaking as well. And so, or having a skill set, or being able to be concise, being able to write well, being able to communicate effectively. Those are different qualities that you may need. So when you are equipped, that means you have certain abilities, of course, supplies and equipment. And my definition that I wanted to add is, when you are equipped, when you are equipped, that means you are qualified. Say qualified. Say, I am qualified. I'm qualified. Yes, you are qualified to do this. You are qualified. Also, when you are equipped, you may have some credentials. Some people may have gone to school. You may have taken a class or two and received a certificate of completion, certificate of participation. You may receive your AA degree. You may receive this, your doctorate, your master's. But when you are equipped, that means you have also been credentialed, receive training so that you can advance, receive training to increase and build up your skill set. Okay. And then also, when you're equipped, you have experience. You have experience in that area, whatever that subject matter is, whatever it is, you have experience. I now have experience with speaking. I have experience with coaching and providing therapy. I have experience with providing speaking to different groups, and speaking, providing one-on-one services. I have experience, and you have experiences doing things yourself. So those different experiences, those credentials, all those combine and come together like a snowball. All those things combined together end up displaying that what you are ready. Say, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. You are ready because you are equipped for this. And my last line, you have what it takes. You have what it takes. Put it in the chat. I'm ready because I have what it takes. I'm ready. I have what it takes. I'm ready. I have what it takes. I'm ready, ready, ready. Okay? I'm ready. I have what it takes. I'm ready. I have what it takes. I'm ready. All right. All right. Next slide. Next slide. I'm ready. I have what it takes. I'm ready. Yes, yes, yes. You know why you're ready? You know why you're ready? You're ready. You are ready. And I want you to know and recognize that you are equipped and you are qualified and you have what it takes. And I'm going to give you an example that sometimes when you are working towards your goal, yes, you do have what it takes. Sometimes when you are working towards your goal and you start receiving some of that opposition, especially sometimes it's from people and you're trying to do what's right in advance, sometimes that's an indication that you are a triple threat. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Bring It On, but it's used to cheerleader movie. I used to love that movie. All of them. It was a whole like 3 or 4 of them. Anyway, one time they were always in competition, right? There were cheerleaders in competition with the different teams all across, I think in California or what have you. Anyway, one of the characters had saw another cheerleader and said, she's a triple threat. She's a triple threat because she could dance, she could cheer, and she could sing. And so that meant she had abilities in more than one area, right? And using that analogy, her being a triple threat, they were saying like she's going to be more of a challenge to deal with, or it's going to be more of a challenge to beat her, or we're going to have to bring our A game because she's a triple threat. She has all those things. But guess what? You're a triple threat. You're a triple threat. You know that? See, you got to remember that when I don't want to jump ahead, but you have to remember that when self-doubt tries to creep in, you have to remember that you are a triple threat. You are a triple threat. Um, and so here are some areas that you need to realize. One, you have already been approved. You are equipped and you have been approved. You got this. Say, I got this. I got this. You have already been approved. That's why you have shown up to this point. You have been approved, and it is time. It is time. You've been accepted. You have been accepted, and that makes you approved. Approved and accepted. You're approved and accepted because you have the tools. You already have what it takes. And definitely, last but not least, access granted. Once you have been approved and accepted, that that means that the door is now open. The door is open for you. Say, it's open for me. It's open. The door is open. You are a triple threat. You don't have to oh man, I'm jumping ahead. I'm about to jump ahead. Yeah, I'm about to jump ahead. But I don't want you to walk into that self-doubt. I want you to recognize, I got this. I'm a triple threat. Yes, time to give birth to your baby. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's time to give birth because you are a triple threat and you have what it takes. You have what it takes. And don't you forget it. Don't you dare forget that you have what it takes. You have been assigned to do this work. You have been assigned to do this. And let me tell you, these are some things that when negative thoughts come in your mind, what you're about to talk about, I want you to remember, I'm a triple threat. When you were trying to go forth and you started getting something, this extra resistance, and you know you're doing what you're supposed to do, sometimes that's the sign you on that right track because that's a triple threat. They don't want you to make it to the end. But I'm gonna make it. I'm going to make it. We're gonna make it to the finish line. That's why we're here. We're going to make it to the finish line. That triple threat. When people recognize, when they start seeing, like, oh my gosh, look at her. She done changed. She's doing the coming up. Like she's doing something different. Sometimes people get threatened and they feel intimidated because that either means, oh, they gotta step up, or that means that, oh man, I can't be shucking and diving like I used shucking and shucking and jiving like I used to, because she's now recognized who she is. She's now recognized that she doesn't have to settle. She now recognized that she can own her success. She now recognized that her mindset has now been shifted and she doesn't have to think negatively about herself. She can think positively about herself, that she has received God's favor over her life and she's been approved, not because she's done everything perfect, not that she's crossed every T and dotted every I, but because she refused to quit, because she refused to give up, because even when she fell and missed the mark, she got back up and kept going towards the prize, kept on stepping out on faith. That's what it means when you are that triple threat, because you are determined not to quit. Hello? Say, I'm determined not to quit. Hello? And let's talk about some of the things that try to stop you on the next slide. They try to stop you, try to, but they're not. They're not going to stop you. They're not going to stop you. It's not going to stop you. It's not going to stop you. No, it's not. Well, here are some things that, which is it'll show in a minute. But I kept mentioning about self-doubt. Some of the things that tend to hold you back from believing these things, believing that you are this triple threat, for you to realizing that you are what it takes, like you've already been fearfully and wonderfully made, like God has already blessed you to actually be successful. So what oh my goodness, lost my train of thought. I want you to know that there are four things, but actually there are more. But I'm gonna mention a few things that tend to hold you back. Yes, determined not to quit. Yes, yes, yes. Um, so so four things, but before I say the four things, let me just tell you how I even got to this point. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So 5 years ago, I was working in DC and I ended up losing my job because they didn't renew my contract. And then weeks later, I ended up being diagnosed with breast cancer. And that was a kind of challenging time. And what helped me through that process was definitely the importance of having a community. It was important for me to speak life. It was important for me to connect and be amongst people who believed in me and believed that I will be okay. Right. And so I use that positive energy, the prayer, meditation, and support to help me to keep trusting God. And as a result, I also, as a licensed therapist and social worker, I know the importance of writing and listening to those positive things, right? And that writing and listening are things that help build me up and allow me to write about my experience. And as I wrote about at my experience and shared my experience, it gave me more confidence to put out and share that although this was a challenging moment, that I didn't have to quit, that I'm still uh, equipped to do what I've been called to do. And actually, the challenges that I had actually gave me more strength. I feel like it actually gave me more confidence and boldness to actually face things that I normally wouldn't face. For instance, I'm going to talk about the self doubt, which was something that used to hold me back because what my natural inclination is to be the self pleaser. And oftentimes, yes, oftentimes I would settle, which we talked about that weeks ago. I will often settle or put my preferences on the back burner and help to instead I would put my things on the back burner in order to try to appease somebody else, to get the and seek the approval of somebody else. But the approval of man is not what I needed. It was God's approval. It was God doing this process of him me going through surgery and radiation treatment and things like that. And God still speaking to me and letting me know that my life was not over, and receiving his approval. Those are the things that let me know I have a purpose, I have a destiny, and I need to share with everybody. Of course, not everybody, but I need to let people know, listen, it doesn't matter what you've been through, hardship, loss, or sickness. Truly, you can still step out on faith, still trust God, still pursue your dreams, and know that whatever that desire that God has put in your heart, that dream, that idea, that whatever it is, he will provide, he will make provisions for you, and he has already equipped you for the task at hand. And can I also add, this coaching program, which even though it's in its beginning phases, I had this idea back in 2017, but at the time, due to self-doubt, lack of confidence, not having the full, not realizing that I've been approved, not realizing that I had been already had access granted, because I didn't recognize that, I didn't start back then. But I refused to give up. I refused to give up. And now I am still in my learning phases, because to be quite honest, I don't care what you do, you're going to always, if you're willing, is always opportunity for you to grow and learn. But now I have stepped out. I've launched my 8 steps to wellness, Dare to Dream, and I am empowering others to do the same. And so I want you to know this is part of my why, to empower others not to give up, to empower others to know they've been equipped, to empower others to know that they don't have to settle, that they don't have to continue in toxic relationships and friendships in situations when they could be free. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm sharing this information, is because it's not that I had it all together. It's not that I have arrived. It's because I am refusing not to quit, and I'm determined to step out. Knowing that I'm equipped. I'm qualified. I'm qualified. I'm that triple threat. I'm accepted, I'm approved, and I have access granted. And so do you. And so do you. So now it's about empowering others. But let me tell you, in which we'll go to the next slide, of why, what causes people not to recognize that they're equipped. Things that causes you to not recognize that you are equipped, and which I just mentioned, one is self-doubt, disqualifying yourself. Raise your hand if you ever ever disqualified yourself. Have you ever said, nope, not even gave it a shot? You heard something but didn't even give it a shot, didn't even try. Have you ever ever tried it and it just didn't, you didn't, you saw an opportunity and you read it, you was like, nope, I can't do it. I'm not doing that. Or I'm not, I'm not, no, I'm not talking to nobody. No, I'm not. Or I'm not gonna be calling nobody, or I'm not gonna write a paper or do an essay or do a presentation. I'm not doing that. Have you ever, listen, look at me. Excuse me. For this class, what, 3 years ago, 2007, 3 or 4 years ago, I met with different coaches. Like, okay, we mapped out what I wanted, but I said, I'm not gonna ask people to do this. I'm not. I want to, but I'm not. Fear will hold you back. Fear, not believing in yourself, will hold you back. Those are things that they will hold you back from going forth. Those things will prevent you from stepping out. If you believe, oh, I have one other story, and I hope this person does not mind me sharing it. Listen, I'm just gonna have to share. I know what, I won't identify the person, but fear can be such a thing that will grip the life out of you, that can cause you to lay down your own life, right? Fear could hold you back from so many grand opportunities, which fear is false evidence appearing real. Someone, a loved one that I know, love and respect for years, would never fly. Yeah, thank you. I got a witness. Would never fly on an airplane. Would never fly on an airplane. That person has had money, resources, connections, what have you, would never fly on an airplane. They would might get on a ship, but they wouldn't fly. They would drive, but wouldn't fly. Fear. And mind you, this person had a tendency to sometimes could be on the wild side, right? Could be on the wild side. But when it came to flying, oh no, it was like the chicken, like punk it out, right? However, recently this person just faced his fear. This person just recently got on a plane and flew for the very first time. Said the very first time, y'all. Said the very first time. And some of you are stepping out on faith for the very first time, but not really. But for the very first time, you are stepping into something new. For the very first time, you are recognizing that you have access granted. For the very first time, you're recognizing that you've been approved. For the very first time, you're recognizing, I already have the tools. I got this. I don't have to be perfect, but I'm going to still show up and be present and come forth and do what I need to do. And then I know the rest will come. Some of you are just recognizing, yes, I got this. This is my time. I'm not looking back. Some of you like that person who flew for the first time. And can I tell you what he said? He was like, oh my God. Oh, fear. Yes. Yes. Fear can do that. Oh, let me tell you why they were on the plane. They were nervous. They were nervous. So just to let you know, sometimes when you stepping out on faith, sometimes even though you're equipped, when you show up, sometimes you might feel a little nervous. And that's okay, but still show up. Hello? Still show up even if you're nervous. And to be quite transparent, every time I speak, every time I do a praise dance, every time I come do these Facebook Live, Instagram Live, when I even do the 8 steps to wellness, I get a little butterflies in my stomach. I get a little nervous, but you know what I'll do? I'll pray. I will pray and I'll ask God, okay, God, use me. Please use me. Use me. Move me, decrease me so you can be exalted. I get nervous every time. I got nervous tonight. Every time. Every time. And one of the reasons what held me back from doing my 8 steps to wellness was technical difficulties. And to be quite honest and transparent, I've had some tonight. But guess what? I'm still here. I'm still showing up because what? I've been equipped to do this, and so have you. And back to that person said, oh my gosh, now I'm mad. He said, I'm mad. I wasted all those times I could have fly, all those times I had a resource to fly, all those times I was offered to fly, all those trips that I bypassed and didn't take because of fear. And I could have been so much further. So listen, we've all been there with the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda. But now, the past we can't change, right? But what we can do, you've been equipped to move forward. So I'm equipped to move forward. So yes, now it's time for you to move forward. If you didn't do it then, Now is the time to do it now. Now, enough time has been wasted. And the thing about time is it is once it's gone, it's gone. The only time seems like time can be redeemed, God has to do that. And that's we don't have that power, but God has the power. He's the only one who has the power to redeem the time. That although time has lapsed, he can redeem it as if it's didn't. But on us on our own, no, we don't have that power. I just want to make sure that I called out these four main things that hold you back because I emphasize fear. But stop telling yourself that you can't. And that's another form of fear is that normally is the underlying root of why you're not stepping out. The other thing, stop believing in negative thoughts and feedback from others. Again, that's a part of the fear and the appease. And I told you I used to appease. And then lastly, stop listening to dream killers. Don't be listening to no dream killers. Listen, especially if they're giving you advice and their advice, they're not even at least lining up with what they're telling you do or not do. Come on now. You got to be mindful, okay? Now, also, I want to make an announcement in 2 minutes. If you are going to join the Q&A, please, in about a few more minutes, I'll be making announcements for you to log on to the other link so that you can join the Q&A and share, give a takeaway, ask the question. All right. And so again, 4 things that can stop you from recognizing that you were already equipped are 1, disqualifying yourself, telling yourself you can't, believing negative feedback and thoughts, and listening to dream killers. So stop doing those things. And then ultimately, I gave the example of fear. Fear normally is ultimately the underlying root that stops us from moving forward. But let go of those things. But let's talk about what we can do. What we can do to actually to recognize that we've been equipped. Next slide. If it won't show up, that's okay. 5 ways. All right, now we working. Amen. Woo! This all right. It's all right. It's all right. Let's see. 5 things to know that you are equipped, or 5 things to do for you to be equipped, so you to walk in your greatness. 1 is set smart goals. We're about to end 2021. We have a few more days left in 2021. Set smart goals for yourself. What is SMART goals? SMART stands for specific goals. It's a measurable goal. It's achievable / attainable. The R it stands for is relevant. Is okay. So my goal is to coach, to provide therapy, to empower. My goal, I wouldn't write a goal about I'm going to be learning how to tame an alligator. Like, how would me learning how to tame an alligator be relevant to my goals of empowering other women to boost up their confidence? No, your goals need to be relevant. But if I said my goal is to increase my client base, my coaching clients, some of my one-on-one clients, and get more clients into my accepted wellness class, that goal is relevant. That will make sense. And the T for SMART is time. You have to set a time, a deadline. You need a deadline. You're going to do X, Y, and Z by what time frame. So another way is to silence your doubt and speak faith, which throughout this whole course, we're always talking about speaking faith, speaking affirmation, speaking declarations and positively about your future and yourself. Surround yourself with those who support your dreams. Surround yourself with those who support your dreams. Stay working consistently. Stay working and be consistent. Stay working and be consistent. You might fall off, but get back up, basically. But stay to work, because faith without works is dead. That's how you're going to be equipped. That's how you are equipped. And definitely last but not least, sow, serve, and soar. Sow, serve, and soar. One, sow. How do you sow? Sow is a form of giving. So you may give your time, your talent, or your treasury. So when you are stepping out on faith, sometimes, let's say if you are operating your business, sometimes when you're first starting out, you may offer some sample products or some sample services. Like you might offer a free 10 to 15 minute consultation. You may offer a sample class. Like I offered, one of the classes was a free class just to draw and some traffic. You may sow some of your time with a nonprofit organization, and also to add to that include part of your serving. You're serving others. That's how you know you're equipped, because when you serve, and long as it's aligned up with what your purpose, it comes back to you. When you give, it comes back to you. And soar. Listen, you are equipped. So it's time to soar. It's time to rise up. Get your wings ready. Get your wings ready. Okay. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get those wings ready. I feel like I have a tongue twister. But now it's time to sign up for the Q&A at this time. Join the link, click on the link. Do we have any one on the for the Q&A? So we could talk, listen to my voice. But next, yeah, get ready. Next slide, we're about to do the faith declarations. Listen, that's faith declarations. It's important for you to speak life over yourself. Oh, we're freezing a little bit, but it's all right. One, I added this new faith declaration. It says, I'm looking forward to what's coming today. I set SMART goals, which you talk about that, and I take action. I focus on what matters. I'm a powerful person. I accomplish what I set out to do. I'm living my dream. I'm living in my full potential, and I express my creativity. Listen to my voice trying to go out. I speak life over my voice. Help me, Jesus. Now I sound like Marge Simpson. Okay. All right. The first one, insert your name. I, Peaches, and you say your name, have the power to get wealth. I will take control of my life. I am blessed and making wise decisions. All areas of my life are blessed. I can do all things through Christ. It's not over, but just beginning. I love that. I forgive my past and embrace my new and bright future. I am equipped for this. Yes, you are equipped for this. I am equipped for this. I am well qualified and have the tools I need. I attract love, peace, wealth, and favor. I'm walking in abundance and overflow. New connections and doors are opening on my behalf. I am creating generational wealth. I'm stepping into my purpose and destiny. I'm stepping into my new beginnings. I declare access granted. This is my season. And although it's not up here, I am stepping out on faith. I am stepping out on faith. So, listen, now it's time for Q&A. At this time, I cannot believe my voice is doing this. But to be quite honest, I've been overcoming sinus infection, but I have medications, but so I'm all good. I'm gonna need to take some hot tea after this class. But nevertheless, I had to show up. It didn't happen. I've just noticed lately the attack on my voice. Why? I believe sometimes when you are stepping out on faith, I want you to know sometimes you go the area in which you will have your greatest impact sometimes becomes the area sometimes becomes the area in which you will be challenged the most. Hold on, let me get some water break. The area, oh, that did help some. It did help some. The area in which will you have the most impact is sometimes the area in which you're most challenged. So, what am I doing? I'm a speaker. I'm a faith motivator. I'm a coach. And of course, I need my voice to speak. And now it's being challenged. So there's a balance. I am gonna have to take some time to rest my voice. But at the same token, I'm gonna take some precautions, make sure I take all my medication and pray over my voice. I speak, matter of fact, my voice will be heard. This is an affirmation and declaration. My voice will be heard. My voice will be heard. My voice is healed. My voice is clear and concise. And when I speak, lives will change for the better. When I speak, lives will change for the better. Okay, I'm declaring I will speak loud, speak proud, speak up, and I'll speak now. Hello, that's what's like a poem that I wrote in my third book. It was part of a book collaboration, and it was called Unmuted Broken Silence, Speaking with Purpose. And so now that I'm intentionally speaking with purpose, I'm naturally being challenged, but it's all good. I'm not giving up. I'm not gonna quit because I know I'm equipped for this. Now this time, if anybody gonna sign on, let me know. We have 6 more minutes left. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and signing in. Any questions, any comments, any takeaways, or if you have my number, you could text me and I could mention the question. But okay. So, all right. So we won't have any Q&A tonight, but let me say thank you. Next slide, and make the announcement that I will next week will be the last class. Please share, let other people know what your experiences has been watching the replay, being a part of the live show, not show, but class, being a part of it. Let them know your experience. I want to remind you, you are equipped. You are equipped. Remember, you're a triple threat. You're accepted. You're approved. Yes, thank you. You're approved. And you have access granted. And you are equipped. You are more than qualified. You are more than qualified. Give yourself credit. Give yourself credit. Sometimes we can be our worst credit, but give yourself credit. You have been qualified. You have the experience, and it's time for you to go forth. It's time for you to stretch. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to enlarge your tent. It's your time. Get ready, and get ready for more. Get ready. 2022 is knocking at your door. Get ready. Next week. Stepping out. Woo! Stepping out. And get ready to move. That's going to be the last but not least class. I am excited about that. I'm excited, y'all. Tell a friend, and let them know. Listen, sign up to the class. Let them know what you've been getting out of it. And I just want to thank you again. Follow me at Stepping Out on Faith Dare to Dream on Facebook, at Faith Steps 8 on Instagram. And definitely visit my website. I have some merch. I have t-shirts on sale. Stepping Out on Faith t-shirts on sale. I have Faith Rule t-shirts. You buy it, it'll be shipped right to you. You buy it, be shipped right to you. Now, of course, the holidays are coming. You know, with COVID, there might be a delay. You might not, I can't promise you're going to get it before Christmas, especially since you haven't ordered it by now. But nevertheless, you go visit the website, check out any books, gift out those books to other people. The one stepping out on faith, you know, anybody going through cancer, um, check it out and be sure to um, let them know my first book, Stepping Out on Faith, Dare to Dream. The chapter called His Stripes. That's the chapter in which I talk about that I have been diagnosed with cancer. That bless a person who may be dealing with cancer. Be sure to let them know to check out that book. And last but not least, for sure, I just want to remind you, listen, 8 Steps to Wellness, I'm accepting only a few one-on-one clients. I'm also, of course, this 8 Steps to Wellness, we're going to have another cycle. Yes. Thank you. We're going to have another cycle in starting in January. We're going to have another cycle, and the benefits. And listen, if you participated in any of these classes, any of them, listen, share, write a list, which of course I'm going to ask you anyway. But write down a list, your top 5, or even if you have more. What are the benefits that you have gotten out of this class? These are the things that I recognize, but what are the benefits that you have gotten out of this class? Share, so we can have more people engaging. So I know the information I'm sharing is valuable. And if it's valuable to you, that's what's more important. Even though I know it's valuable, but y'all have to recognize that there's value to it. Listen, I know I'm providing clarity. I know I'm providing confidence and courage. I'm definitely showing up. I'm committed. Listen, I'm being stretched in all areas, but I'm showing up every week. I don't care. I'm showing up. Okay. Haven't been a lot of homework assignments, just a few, but still, the positive feedback, the accountability, and just encourage you to push past your pain so you can move forward. And I got my social work background, my therapy background, and my faith background, and it's all merged, combined together, and providing Faith Steps 8. Well, Lifeline Coaching and Therapeutic Services, 8 Steps to Wellness, Dare to Dream online course. You know what I'm saying? So it has been a pleasure. It's been an honor. I thank you so much for taking time. Share. 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 Send it out. Send text to your friends. Tell them, listen, tell them treat themselves. Treat yourself. Invest in yourself. Step out on faith. When you get to your Christmas parties this weekend, or around the family members, they start complaining about, man, I want to write a book, or man, I want to do this, or man, I want to do that. Say, hey, you need to take my coach's class, my coach, Miss Peach's Gladys Kenney class. You need to sign up. $40. What? You go to the end, you blow that on a sandwich. You blow that on a meal. You blow that. Come on now. I'm just saying, take advantage of this limited time offers that I'm having now. Take advantage of it. Share it with your friends and family, co-workers, those who are ready to make a change. Because really, that's really what it's about. We're being ready to make a change. As far as one-on-one clients, I'm only accepting a limited amount because I still do other things. I am a busy person. Okay. So I appreciate you guys. I thank you so much for taking your time, and also for those who may be watching the replay. Just be blessed and enjoy. I appreciate you guys. If you don't already have a copy of my first book, you can at least get 2 free chapters. That Bentley that's at the bottom is bit.ly /free SOOF. It is case sensitive. If you download that, you'll get 2 free chapters of my first book, the one on procrastination, the one on stepping out. Because, like I say, once you push past your excuses, then you can step out and do what you've been called to do and know that you are equipped for this. You got this. You are qualified. Okay. Thank you. And of course, any children in the house, you can order my book, Hayden's Happy, Sad, Sometimes Mad Feelings, dealing with mental health, coping skills, helping kids to deal with some of the challenges that we had. Okay. All right. Y'all have been great. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. God bless you.